This is the story of how Ultimo Dragon became the most decorated champion in the history of professional wrestling. In the history of professional wrestling, only a select few have achieved the extraordinary feat of simultaneously holding multiple championship titles at one given time. Most people think of names like Austin Aries, who once astonishingly grasped 5 championships concurrently, or the remarkable Kenny Omega, who dominated the turn of the decade by collecting belts from various promotions. But amongst these wrestlers and others who've achieved this amazing accomplishment, only one wrestler can lay claim to simultaneously holding more gold at one given time than any other competitor in the history of professional wrestling. And this honour goes to none other than the belt collector of belt collectors, Ultimo Dragon. In August 1996, New Japan Pro Wrestling would decide to introduce the J-Crown Championship, a 4-night wrestling tournament that aimed to unify 8 different championships from 5 different promotions from all across the world. The tournament was a wrestling extravaganza like no other, consisting of 8 defending champions all battling against each other for the right to be crowned the J-Crown Champion. This included the likes of British Commonwealth Junior Heavyweight Champion Jushin Thunder Liger, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion The Great Sasuke, NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion Masayoshi Motegi, NWA World Welterweight Champion Negro Casas, UWA World Junior Light Heavyweight Champion Shinjiro Otani, WWA World Junior Light Heavyweight Champion Gran Homada, WAR International Junior Heavyweight Champion Ultimo Dragon, and surprising for all, the WWF Light Heavyweight Champion El Samurai. What truly distinguished the J-Crown tournament from other wrestling tournaments was that, unlike many of the other title merging competitions, the belts of the J-Crown would all remain individually distinct, and each match in the tournament would crown a new interim champion until only one champion would emerge from them all. The quarter-finals would see IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion The Great Sasuke besting NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion Motegi, and WWF Light Heavyweight Champion El Samurai beating WWA's Junior Light Heavyweight Champion Gran Hamada, followed by WAR International Junior Heavyweight Champion Ultimo Dragon beating British Commonwealth Junior Heavyweight Champion Jushin Thunder Liger, and UWA World Junior Light Heavyweight Champion Otani besting NWA World Welterweight Champion Negro Casas, with each winner moving on to the semi-finals. Here the Great Sasuke would best WWF Light Heavyweight Champion El Samurai to advance to the finals, and Ultimo Dragon would defeat Shinjiro Otani to stamp his place in the finals opposite the Great Sasuke. The finals would take place on August 5th, 1996, as Ultimo Dragon would square off against the Great Sasuke. And whilst Ultimo Dragon came close to claiming victory on several occasions, after 14 minutes of enthralling action, it would be the Great Sasuke who would reverse an attempted powerbomb into a pin to finally get the 3 count and pick up all 8 championships to become the inaugural J-Crown champion. The win would send shockwaves throughout the wrestling world. But whilst Ultimo Dragon lay beaten and disappointed by defeat, he would re-emerge for battle a month later and claim victory over the NWA Middleweight Championship, before finally getting the chance to rematch the Great Sasuke for the J-Crown Championship on October 11th, 1996, just a month after the tournament had taken place. The two would put on another 50-minute technical showcase, but this time it would be Ultimo Dragon who would pick up the victory after a sublime running powerbomb. becoming not only the J-Crown champion, but the holder of 9 distinct championship belts. However, his hunger for success was far from satiated, because Ultimo Dragon had set his sights on an unprecedented 10th championship title, and had his sights locked on none other than the WCW Cruiserweight Champion and the master of 1,000 holds, Dean Malenko, as his next formidable opponent. On December 1996, in front of a live audience in Nashville, Tennessee, WCW would stage its Starrcade pay-per-view, and the opening contest of the night would have title implications like no other. Because for the very first time, the unification of the J-Crown Championship as well as the Cruiserweight Championship were both up for grabs, meaning the winner of the match would be bestowed with a record-breaking 10 championship titles, which incredibly included the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship. The contest would see the two going back and forth, with Malenko winning the majority of the big exchanges. Malenko opening with a suite of crafty grappling holds, Ultimo Dragon opting for a mixture of technical maneuvers as well as high-flying attacks. Malenko would spend the majority of the match working away at the legs of his opponent before hitting a barrage of signature finishes, including the Tombstone. As the match reached its final act, Malenko would lock in the devastating Texas Cloverleaf finisher on the heavily damaged legs of Ultimo Dragon. As Malenko tightened the submission hold and the victory looked increasingly likely, manager Sonny Ono would leap onto the apron to divert Malenko's attention, compelling him to release the hold. After the break, the match would see both competitors engaging in a series of rapid reversals, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats with anticipation. And, after an incredible and intense 20 minutes of wrestling excellence, the match would see Ultimo Dragon executing a picture-perfect tiger suplex, transitioning smoothly into a pinfall for the decisive 3 count, marking a truly unbelievable victory that would cement his status as the most decorated wrestler in the recorded history of professional wrestling, simultaneously holding and defending 10 titles at one given time, a record that remains unbroken till this day. Though this reign would only be short-lived, lasting a total of 2 months, Ultimo Dragon's legacy as the holder of an astounding 10 championships simultaneously is nothing short of legendary in the world of professional wrestling. This remarkable feat not only showcased his unparalleled skill and versatility, but also underscored his dedication to excellence in the sport. This achievement set an impossibly high standard for the future generations of wrestlers and solidified Ultimo Dragon's place in the annals of wrestling history as the most decorated wrestler of all time.